Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Fun Fishing Adventures channel. Today, we're going to do what I'm hoping to be as a long-form, uncut video. It's been a while since I've done a regular video. I've been concentrating on lives lately. So we're going to try to catch some panfish. I'm just going to use a little jig. This all is new. All these lily pads and things, they weren't here last time I was here. Years ago, this lake used to be covered in lily pads. You couldn't get through it. And as you can see, it's a big lake. But I mean, you could not get a boat out here, and the conservation did something and killed all the lily pads off. Well, when they did that, they hurt the fishery, and the nice big fish that were in here weren't here anymore. So they're trying to take this lake back to where it was originally. Here, we'll walk up here and I'll show you some more of the lily pads that have apparently spread, because I just seen them myself. Like I said, these weren't here last time I was here. So all these lily pads here, I don't know how well you can see them, have come up over the past 4 to 5 months, I'd say. So we give these lily pads a couple years, they're going to be all over this lake again, which I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Hopefully it's better for the fisheries. Don't know how good it's going to be for the anglers, because we're going to run out of spots to fish. But this lake needs to be brought back to what it was at one time. There was nothing to come in here and catch 4 or 5 pound bass and big channel cats and big crappie. Now this lake's just overpopulated with crappie. And they want you to take whatever you can out. But people say, well, I don't want to keep anything under 9 inches because it's not worth cleaning. I get that fact, but if you don't take the smalls out, you're not going to get bigs. So let's see if we can catch a couple fish. I know there's a whole bunch of them, because when I walked down here, man, they took off. I'm just taking this little jig and just kind of like slowly taking it across the bottom. I probably really should have hooked this up with a bobber, and I didn't do it. So I put a swim bait on one with a bobber. So I kind of did it halfway backwards. Oh, I had a good hit that time. I'm pretty sure it was a bluegill, but it was a pretty good hit. Let's get back out there. That's another hit. So we know there's bluegill out there because they're hitting on the bait, which is good. Let me make sure this camera's on, guys. Oh yeah, it's recording. Nothing worse than doing a 10 or 15, 20-minute session and then you find out your camera's not on. Now I know some guy, he would do that. That guy'd be me. We're just going to cast around this area. We're not supposed to fish off the dock. There's one. Oh, we had one, guys. You're no longer allowed to fish off of the dock because there was people fishing off the dock and they wouldn't move for the boats to come in, and it is a dock for the boats. So that's one of them cases that some people ruined it for other people. Just like when you leave your trash after you're done fishing. People don't know how to pick up their own trash. They can drag it down to the lake. They can take it wherever they want, but they just don't know how to pick it up. Man, that was a good hit. Better check this hook and see if there's a reason I'm not hooking up with these fish. The hook looks like it's in good shape. I just don't see why we're not hooking up. It's kind of like they're short striking it. So I kind of really want to try to fish along them pads because it is structure and fish do like to be in structure. There are tons and tons of bluegill in this lake. I got a boat coming up. I'm gonna have to go move my other rod. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. It's behind me. So when this boat comes up, we'll just have to move spots temporarily. But we're gonna keep that video running. And this lake is a 10 horsepower motor lake or less. If you got bigger than that 10 horsepower, you gotta run at idle speed. And it's full stumps, so you don't really want to go fast anyway. You rip your motor off. Tell you what, if I had some worms from live bait, I'd be tearing me some fish up. We're getting lots of hits. But as much as I wanted to go uncut, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this video really quick so these guys can get their boat loaded up. And then once they get their boat loaded up, we'll go back live. Well, not live, but you know what I'm saying. Of course, I'll probably catch fish or 5 while you're not on. That's the way it is. Alright guys, that boat's loaded up and out of the way. Provided no other boats show up, we should be able to get some more fishing done. I did change my rig up a little bit. I went ahead and put this little bait underneath the slip bobber because I noticed I was getting hits, but they just weren't taking it enough, so I thought, well, let's throw it underneath the bobber and see how it does. Plus, we can get a little farther distance. It's not really deep in this area, so that might be what the ticket is. So the goal was to see if I could catch fish on this jig. I know if I would have brought live bait, I could have tore some bluegill up, but I didn't really know how much time I was going to have. So I'm like, I'm just going to go with jigs and see what happens. You know, I have a fishing channel. I never guarantee to catch fish. I will never guarantee to catch fish. If I catch a bunch, that's awesome. If I don't, I'm still out here enjoying nature. I'm fishing, enjoying the scenery, and I'm not sitting at home in front of a computer or on my phone. And that's what makes it worth it. We catch a few fish, that's just a bonus. Really figured we would probably catch a few bluegill, maybe a crappie or 2. But all this area is really hit pretty hard by fishermen. So all we can do is try. I had a couple really good hits over in this area, but nothing really came out of it. Water looks kind of murky compared to what it normally is. We have had some rain and stuff like that, so I'm sure that's probably a contributing factor. But one fish should be nice. I might even be fishing a little bit too deep. Might not be deep enough. Till you get on a few and you figure out where they're at and where they want that bait at, you're kind of at the mercy of just fishing. And that's what we do, is just fish. You know, this style of the bobber and the jig, it's great for crappie fishing. I mean, it's more known for crappie fishing, but it will work for bluegill. or small bass or what have you, just whatever comes across and says, oh, that looks good, I want to eat it. So all we can do is keep working this bait. Oh, there was a bite. Bluegill are really aggressive, and usually if they see something they want, they'll just keep attacking it. I have no idea what the water temperature is here. It's probably mid 80s, which in my opinion is a little bit too hot. We do some good crappie fishing here in the wintertime and in the fall. I don't watch myself. I'm gonna walk out here a step or two too far and bust my butt in the moss because this looks really slick. So we had this really good hit over here. Let's see if we can't get back over here and make it happen again. Now that barber's probably blending in the water there. It's hard for me to see. I'm sure it's hard for you to see. The spot I wanted to fish, there was already about 10 people over there, and I'm like, no, I'll go somewhere else and look. So I chose to come over here. Might not have been the right choice, but it's what I chose. And as anglers, we just have to try different spots until we find a good spot. We may come back here in a couple days and try it again. We'll bring some live bait with us next time, whether it be worms or minnows, and see if we can't tear them up, because I know they're here. I got hung up on something there. Dang it, I lost my weight too. Alright, well, I don't really want to. Told you guys I'd go uncut as well as I could, but I'm going to have to walk up to my truck, get another weight. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, on the way back down here, we got another weight on there. Tell you what, maybe a little smaller weight probably would have been better, but I use the smallest weight I've got. Just a little split shot. It went under. Something wanted it. I just missed it, took it from him. So that's a good sign. Want to at least get one fish before this video is over. Really like to catch a crappie. It has been a long time since I've caught crappie. I haven't really had my boat out. I kind of feel like I've neglected it. But I've been doing lots of catfishing, and I've caught a 50 pounder, and I caught one that was pretty close to 70. And those are on live streams if you want to go check them out. It's Fishing on the Mississippi. Or Fishing the Flooded Mississippi, I think is the title of one of them. And the other one is, can we catch another monster catfish? In which we did. So if you want to go check those live streams out, they're pretty good. Some really nice fish on them. You know, and a lot of people, they think, well, if I'm catfishing, I've got to throw out in the middle of the river, the middle of the lake to catch big catfish. These 2 big catfish I caught doing those live streams were in like 2 to 3 foot of water. So you don't have to be as far out as you can, because them catfish do come up to the shore to feed. And if your bait's in the right spot, that's all it takes. Kind of like what we're doing here. Just got to get that bait in the right spot. There's all kinds of little bait fish up here. That hook's not all that big on that jig. I'm surprised we're having an issue with hookups. This little white tube jig, so I kind of figured, you know, it looks more like a minnow. So kind of more natural looking. So I thought the fish would be really interested in it. But I'm not a fish. I can just guess. Probably what I should have used would be like a little trout magnet. That'd have been really good. But we're committed to this one today. So we're going to catch fish on it. At least I really hope. If not, that's okay. We tried. Y'all don't expect me to talk all the way through this video, do you? You get tired of hearing me. Let's just enjoy the peace and quiet. Ah, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I didn't give it time to take it down. I tried to set the hook way too fast. That must be twisted up. There it went. Whenever that cork lays down on its side like that, that means you're twisted up somehow. Of course, most of you fishermen probably already know that, but we do have lots of younger anglers that may not know. Really kind of surprised little bass didn't come up and take this shit. We're all good. I just really can't see that there's not a fish over there that wants to bite on that. There's a muskrat or something right there, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not. Just swimming on along the side. There it is. He hit it. Move it, see if we can't get his attention again. Well, I guess he's going to come back for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring this one in, and we're going to call it a video. Sorry we didn't catch anything. I do want to go try the other spot though. So if we do okay over there, we'll have that on video as well. So be looking forward to another video coming out in the next few days, hopefully. And we'll catch a few. If not, well, we won't have another video. But that's fishing, guys. Thank you for watching your Fun Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Have a good night.